I want you to answer this very simple question. Are you smart money or are you dumb money? That answer will be answered here in this video once you see exactly what smart money was doing today when dumb money was doing something else. Did you buy the top before the pullback? What was going on? Are you smart money or are you dumb money? What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Today we're talking about a very simple idea. Are you smart money or are you dumb money? During the live stream, we talked about this exact move happening. We talked about why smart money would not want to be buying and why dumb money would be buying at these levels. So the market bounced off of the 50s. It pushes all the way back up here, rallies to the 800s, 3,800.06. Now, what are we looking at? If we get rid of this and let's pretend that we don't know what's going to happen. All right. We got a couple things going on here. We got resistance across here. We got this 800 level resistance. We had a pivot point on the SPY. We had a lot of things going on in terms of the MACD, just kind of not looking too hot. The MACD, rallied from the lows at 1030. We start pushing up. But look at these candles right here. Like, look at these 3-minute candles. Like, this is not telling me like, hey, this is looking very bullish. Like, I want to be a buyer at this point, right? Do I want to be a buyer here at 800 or do I want to wait for a pullback? Where is the smart money buying at? Where is the dumb money buying at? If I'm smart money, I'm buying down here in the 70s. We got that first bounce off the lows. We pushed above the highs here at that 70 level. We then pulled back. We got the retest. 70 area, that's where the smart money is buying because they're looking for a move up to the 800s. We had the MACD cross. We had everything lining up exactly like we always want to see with our strategy here on the 3-minute chart. We had a little bit of kind of weird movement through there, but in general, we had the overall setup, right? We had this overall setup. We got the breakout. I mean, this is textbook Patrick Wieland setup. The only thing that I would have loved a little bit better is maybe, if that ADMA was kind of up there. But in general, we had the MACD, we had the bounce back. All right, smart money is buying down here at the 70s. And like I said, smart money is then looking to sell into that next resistance level, being this area here at the 800, 805 level. Now, the market then kind of goes and pushes all the way up here to 805s. Looking at the 15-minute chart here, you can see we had the wicks on the bottom of these candles basically telling us that there were buyers coming in there at the 60 to 50 level. Buyers were coming in. We had wicks, kind of some indecision here, but we had mostly, overall wicks on the bottom trying to push up. So the 15-minute chart confirming we were above the VWAP. We busted above the VWAP here. This first move, that's the smart money, right? That's where you want to be getting in. You got a really good overall risk to reward. You can enter here at the 75s, kind of risking off that 70 level. That's exactly what I did. I took that trade right here after seeing multiple times these candles closing back above that 70 level. I made over $2,000 on this trade right here. So we're starting to push back up. That's where I want to be entering smart money. Now, the thing is, if I'm smart money and I'm buying at the 70s, where am I looking to take profit? I'm looking to take profit up here at this previous area of resistance. Now, if you were buying up here at the 800 level, well, I'm sorry about you, baby, because today you were dumb money. You weren't smart money because smart money, again, was buying down here in the 70 to 80 level, looking to sell into that push up there to the 800s. Now, we got the push above 800s, but the thing is, we just kind of went from 50 to 800. That's a 50-point move there on the ES, which is a great move, but is there not going to be a pullback? Like, are we not going to get a pullback at this point? Like, if we look at this overall trend, what do we got going on? We got a channel here, right? We got this overall channel. Again, we don't really know that was going to be there, but I drew this all on the live stream in the moment before it happened. My idea here was simple. We basically push up, test this low. If we can't break to the upside, then we're going to pull back here to the 90s. And it's funny because I literally talked about this 90 area being an area that I would be looking to be kind of that next breakout point. And what's funny is obviously that's exactly what happened. So again, 3-minute chart, we get rid of everything. We got this pullback, MACD cross when we were up here. Also, look at the MACD as we were pushing up to the 800 level. It was just kind of looking really kind of funky. Like the MACD just wasn't really looking very bullish, kind of like looking a little like divergent, I guess you could say. But the MACD crosses here at this level 800. And then at that point, it's like, hey, I'm not getting in on this trade no matter what happens. Even if this starts to push back up, I can't get in because my MACD is telling me that this is bearish. It's still wanting to pull back. It needs to pull back and needs to breathe. And then smart money is going to look to get in once again. So smart money sold from the 70s. They sold at the 800 level into that resistance. And where are they looking to enter once again? They're looking to enter once we get this kind of pullback and we get that breakout. And guess what? MACD crossed right here at this level. MACD crossing. Look at that. Would you just look at it? And it's funny because I talked about this exact move happening before it moved. I literally drew this out. I was like, hey, look. You know, we go we pull back to the 90s and we go 820s. The reason I thought the 820 area would be an interesting level because that was previous resistance as well. And we're thinking we get pulled back to the 90 and we get that push to the 820s. The thing about this is, if I'm waiting for that pullback and I'm waiting for these things to all line up and I'm waiting to think like, hey, where would smart money buy? Where would the dumb money buy? If I want to be on the right side of the trade, obviously I want to be smart money. Yes, the market did push up above 800, 3 or 4 or 5 points. I think it went to like 7 points there. We actually did a poll during the live stream as well, asking people like, do you think it's going to pull back to the 90s or is it going to go right to the 810s? And it was funny because a lot of people agreed that we would pull back to the 90s, but then it ended up kind of pushing up. People were like, I told you it was going to go high. Smart money's buying at 70s. They're selling here at the 800s. Smart money is then waiting for that pullback. They're waiting for everything to kind of line up. We get that bottom. We got that previous area here at the 90s, which was overall resistance earlier, turning into support. And then that's where the smart money is looking to enter the trade, right? We had the pullback to the VWAP. We had everything kind of lining up beautifully on the ES for this exact move to happen. And again, we talked about this all very much live during the live stream as it was happening, as it was going on. So that's the big focus here, is being able to see these setups as they're happening in the moment and being able to realize that smart money was buying the bottom, smart money was then selling the top. If you were buying here at the 800 level and let's say you bought here, if you bought right here, at this point, you're dumb money. Like that's what it is. Like you're literally retail dumb money if you bought this level. And I apologize for calling you dumb. People that are patient, people that wait for their setups, people that wait for that pullback, that's the smart money. These guys made money today. We pull back here to the 90s, and look at this, from the 90s all the way to the 20s. So you got a 30 handle move, and you could have entered here at the 90s, right there when they get the pullback, the MACD cross, and everything lining up perfectly. Okay, look, whee! We're looking for 10 handles minimum. We got 30 handles. So that's giving you some amazing risk to reward. You're risking off the 90s. You're entering here at the kind of like 95, 96 level, 93s. And look at that. I mean, it's like just beautiful setup. The MACD was there, the 3 minute, we got the 9 EMA, we got the 21 EMA, we got the 51 EMA, everything perfectly lined up there. Again, ask yourself when you're entering a trade, if I'm smart money, if I'm a good trader, where would I want to be entering? Do I want to be entering right there, running up to resistance after we just made a move from the bottom? No. I want to wait for that pullback. I don't want to wait for that breakout. I don't want to wait for everything to line up. Give me a little bit of a pullback. Let the market kind of slow down. Let the market kind of retrace. Let the buyers start to think about getting a better opportunity. Buyers don't want to buy at the top. They want to buy at the bottom. Sellers want to sell at the top. Buyers want to buy at the bottom. Think about that. If you're looking to get long, are you buying at the top of the move or are you buying at the bottom of the move? Are you waiting for a pullback? Or is everything lining up? Your strategy, is it there? Right? If you can't answer those questions, well, then you're dumb money. It's that simple.